In this video I'll be reenacting the War of the Roses with sausage and bacon. Which side of the Pennines serves the best breakfast grub? Is it the Red Rose of Lancashire or the White Rose of Yorkshire? Let's settle this once and for all. This is the War of the Roses, breakfast style. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So, on my way over the Pennines this morning, I thought I have this idea. There's a long-standing rivalry between Lancashire and Yorkshire, War of the Roses, you know, cricket, all that sort of thing, flat caps, whippets. I'm hungry, I want some breakfast, but who does the best breakfast sandwich, or more specifically the best breakfast sandwich deal? Now, I've been here a few times before, and I know there's a decent place called Thomas the Baker. If I remember rightly, £3.50. So here we are, this is Thomas the Baker's. Cheers. That's great, cheers. Is it Yorkshire tea? No idea. I'll be out of town. Right, we've got the goods, so we're going to go and find somewhere decent to eat this now, and we'll establish once and for all who has the tastiest sausage. Is it Lancashire or Yorkshire? Who has the most banging bacon? Is it Lancashire or Yorkshire? Right, back over to Lancashire, where somebody who looks like me is going to be stood outside the pork shop in Poulton getting the same order. See you in a bit. Alright, welcome back to Lancashire. So we're in the market square at Poulton-le-Fylde. Just going to take a very short walk over to the pork shop. Let's see what their sausage is like. This is the pork shop. So as we did in York, I'm going to be trying the breakfast deal. It's £4.50 here for a bacon and sausage barb and a brew. Just have a quick look at some of the stuff. These pies are delicious. Pork pies, award-winning pork pies. Let's go inside. They have a bacon and sausage barb, pardon me, and a cup of tea as well, please. Yeah, brown sauce, please. Uncle Dave's sausage, that's a big one. Welcome back to Lancashire. Got the goods. We're going to have a quick walk to Jean Stansfield Park now. Let's give it a try, see what it's like. Well, I know what it's like, I've been here loads of times, but the big question is it better than those lot over the hills in Yorkshire? We will see. Right, let's get settled down. So, found a nice little spot outside the Minster itself, a few picnic tables, so let's have a look. First things first, let's have a look at this cup of tea. There you go, I like mine a bit stronger than that, but let's have a try. Yeah, we've not left the tea bag in long enough there. Too much milk in as well. Do me. It's not the best of starts. Right, let's crack this sandwich open. This was £3.50 with a brew. Bacon looks alright, bit of browning on there. Sausages look like they could do with a bit more doing. Oh no, they're alright on that side. It's not too bad. We've got a bit of brown sauce, no butter. I'm on a diet. Right, let's dig in. Those sausages are excellent. It did say on the advert, butcher's sausages. They are nice. No messing around with them, there's no herbs and spices or anything. It is just a pork sausage, and it is a tasty pork sausage. That bacon's good as well. Pretty much perfectly cooked. I prefer mine done a little bit more, but that's just personal preference. But let's have a look round there. I could have picked a better spot to have my breakfast. Beautiful old Tudor buildings, and then the centrepiece there, York Minster. It is good, that. What we couldn't establish when we were in the shop was whether the brew was Yorkshire tea, but I thought I'd be able to tell. However, there's that much milk in it, I haven't got a clue. Right, back over to Lancashire. Pork shop, Poulton. Let's see what's going on there. Hey up, Welcome back to Lancashire, more specifically Poulton-le-Fylde. It sounds posh, yeah, and it is. So for those of you unfamiliar, Poulton's it's a suburb of Blackpool, the posh bit. Loads of bars, independent shops, tons of places to eat, and there's none better than the pork shop. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go and find a bench, we'll sit down and we'll get scranning. Hi, welcome back to Poulton. Right, we found a lovely quiet spot in the park, so first things first, let's try the tea. It was a bit of a disappointment in Yorkshire. A quick look at that, it's a nice colour, looks just right to me. Let's give it a swig. That's spot on, just what the doctor ordered. That is a good start. That brew is loads better than the one we had in York. Right, sandwich next. We'll take a quick look. I've gone for exactly the same. We have sausage, 2 of them, bacon, nice and well done, crispy, just how I like it. There you go, brown sauce and a nice soft barn cake. Not a bread roll, not a cob, a barn cake. So this looks really good. Let's get stuck in. Nearly choked. Wow. Now that is quality. Them sausages. Oh yeah? Yeah, right. Take a closer look at those. Again, like the one we had in York, that is proper butcher's sausage. Now, I've been here a few times to the pork shop, and there is a bit of seasoning in there, but it's not a herby one. Bacon, it's really well done. I like my bacon well done. Rinds rendered out, there's a bit of charring on it. Barn cake, they're lovely then, proper soft. And a bit of HP sauce, so let's have another try. That is superb. God, these dogs are noisy. Done. Well, we just finished the pork shop one, and it was really good. Initial thoughts, the sausages were better, the bacon was better, the bread was better, the brew was definitely better, but it was £1 more expensive. But at £4.50, I reckon that's pretty good value for money. Remember Keith Harris? He's passed away a few years ago. He used to live in Poulton. That was his nightclub, affectionately known locally as the Duck Club, obviously after Orville. Right, before I forget, if you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. Also, give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell notification when I post new videos and great content. Cheers. So I've managed to find a quiet spot down by the River Ouse. Yeah, quick summary of Thomas the Baker. So £3.50 for a brew, bacon and sausage barn, and it is a barn, not a roll. That's what it's called in Lancashire anyway. It's very, very, very good value. The tea, I should have asked them to leave the tea bag in, it's far too weak for my liking. But the breakfast roll, barn cake, was awesome. The bread was fresh, baked on the premises. The sausage, butcher's sausage, a proper pork breakfast sausage. The bacon, absolutely spot on, cooked exactly how I like it. For the all-important question, who's best, Lancashire or Yorkshire? Who has the tastiest sausage, the most succulent saveloy, the best bacon? Let's go over there and find out. Right, cheers Yorkshire Andy. So, final thoughts. Right, visited both of them now. £3.50 at Thomas the Baker in York, £4.50 at pork shop in Poulton. Sandwich wise, I reckon the pork shop was better. The sausages were definitely better. The bacon was cooked more how I like it, and the barn cake was better. However, they were both really good. They're both probably about 7 or 8 out of 10. It's cheaper in York, which is unbelievable because everything's really expensive there. So the pork shop, £1 more, you get what you pay for, and the brew was definitely better at the pork shop. It was probably my fault that the brew wasn't so good in York because I didn't get to leave the tea bag in. Mind you, they didn't leave the tea bag in the pork shop one, and that was still better. So anyway, what we all want to know is, who's best? Is it Lancashire? Or is it Yorkshire? Yorkshire! Who's finally going to win the War of the Roses? I'm going to give it to Lancashire. All right, it's my home county, but there's no doubt in the produce, the pork shop was better. In fact, everything about it was better, but only just. Now, I've been to both these bakeries before. Thomas the Bakers in York, they've got outlets all over the northeast and Yorkshire. Their sandwiches are absolutely amazing. They do great pies, pastries. The pork shop sandwiches, they do a few, but their pies are absolutely out of this world. And they have a speciality called Uncle Dave's sausage, and let me tell you, Uncle Dave's sausage is delicious. And if you're ever in the Poulton area, I would highly recommend having a taste of Uncle Dave. Right, so thanks for watching, everyone. So there you go. That is Lancashire versus Yorkshire breakfast sandwich style, with a conclusive win for Lancashire. Not to say I don't like Yorkshire, it's a lovely place. Been there many times, and if you're ever in there, I would highly recommend a visit to Thomas Baker's. But yeah, pork shop, worthy winner. Right, thanks for watching, everyone. If you've not done so already, you know the rules. Subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next one.